Ну что, всем добрый вечер, всем привет. Сегодня опять Hogwarts Legacy. Ну что, что еще могу сказать? Продолжаем играть. Я не играл без вас в этот раз. Вот. Все честно, все справедливо. Вот, готовьте себе там попить, поесть, все такое. Готовьтесь, здесь будет приятно смотреть. Пишите в чатик, общаемся. Ну, а мы начинаем. У меня тут сок. Ой. Так, все. Я готов. Я начинаю. Мы поехали. Нет, стоп. Сейчас, 5 сек, 5 сек. Я кое-что забыл. Я кое-что забыл. Ура. Вот что хотел сделать. Только, наверное, где-то сверху лучше. Там все закрывает. Иначе. О, можно продолжать. Так, кто там? Никого бить не будем. Ну ладно, Максима можно. Все, поехали. Что у нас по квестам? Прости Себастьяна. Ага, мы сейчас будем его сестру хити. Фу-фу-фу-фу-фу-фу-фу-фу-фу. Как далеко. Ладно. Никто никого не обижает. Это все ложь и провокация.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Она обиженных в воду носит. И что вы так замолчали, а? Какие-то болтливые были. И теперь я слежу, все, замолкли. Кто мой папик? Почему мой папик? Да не агрессивный я, что это такое? Ужас. Так, не, ну знаете, за это бан можно дать. Я сейчас Бекира позову, он вас всех этот, да. Ой. Всё. Мы прилетели.
I should dismount here.
Так, стоп.
You made it.
Так, в чатике, пожалуйста, быть приличными. Угу. То буду
Enjoying
по
the
жопе
view.
бить.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it. even after Anne was cursed by one of them, possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Почему ты Тян? Ты не Тян.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
Oh, no.
But we haven't tried
Конечно.
everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't
Максим,
mind,
еще один плохой
just need a
комментарий,
moment alone.
я тебя отправлю в бан.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Ой, чихнул.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Excuse me,
Oh,
bro.
yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
You sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins
Тебе
aren't
надо
likely
всё
to
прям
explain
хорошо видно.
themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only
Пускай
thing to
будет
do
так.
now is keep Anne comfortable
До этого
and
никто не
stay out of
жаловался.
the loyalists' way.
Надежда
With all due
может
respect, sir,
помочь.
hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
Где вебка? На вебку надо это побольше накопить. Вот. Когда накопим на вебку, тогда и купим
Sorry
вебку.
about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly.
Так там
I'm
топ, да,
alright.
там
The
ты
pain
этот,
from this curse
король,
comes in
король.
bouts.
Видишь, кто король?
Often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you,
Вот
by the way.
будешь
You must be the new fifth year
Ну да,
Sebastian
ну
told me
короче, да.
about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor
Насти
Hecat.
здесь
She's a
нету.
powerful witch. And she knows
А
how to
короля
keep
дня по
students
факту
like my
нету.
brother and
Сегодня
me
еще... Не, хотите, я могу
in
сейчас
line.
добавить
I
быстренько.
do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Так, все. Там будут отображаться топ дня.
I'll do my best.
Все,
I can
я из-за
promise to
вас
speak with him
пропустил
about it.
немножко.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should
Никого я не
probably rest.
бачу.
Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Так, 5 сек. Я здесь. Так. Боже, лолеры встретили друг друга. Дорогая Анна, без тебя Хогвартс совсем не тот. Впрочем, шар все такой же гадкий. Но ты понимаешь, о чем я. Надеюсь, тебе лучше, Себастьян. Окей. О. Пол.
Revelio.
Себастьян, не трогай мой набор зельевара. Он не твой, Анна. Такой маленький домик. Так, пошли дальше. К Себастьяну.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely.
Андрей, у
I
нас
miss my
может быть
sister.
лишь один топ.
And I'm going to get
Высший.
her back.
Это вот
Come
сейчас
with me.
Вантус.
I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Так, стоп, что? Так.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Revelio.
КП. Вижу. Нифига Нифига, даже такое может быть? Я это тоже в первый раз вижу.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a...
Так, это у нас что? Ласус. Остолбение, подожди. А. Такие.
Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Protego!
Where are the pumpkins?
Levioso! Tracy!
You don't know who you're playing with!
Expelliarmus!
Haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. I won't rest. Let the rest is a do.
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Repulsion! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Accio! Repulso!
You've made your last mistake.
Молодец, что катался.
I'll cut you from shoes to shaft. Arrogance.
Levioso! Levioso!
Who do you think you are?
Repulso!
No! Pitiful. One less you
Protego.
call that spell casting?
Accio!
Lucky, that's all.
Так, стоп, а как? Так, успешно дожать таки с помощью поддержать уди.
Levioso! Glacius! Protego! Accio! Levioso! Glacius! Confringo!
Little calf. Far from pure spells glance off of me.
Levioso! I confess, that fits more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
Ну и
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer
Poison.
look at the house itself.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Convulso. Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? Where?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio!
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Я уже вторую неделю в лагере. Каждый день привозят все новых больных. Врачи, маглы и даже наши целители стараются сделать для них все возможное. Скорбь почти осязаема. Те, кто отравился от чумы, никогда не оправится от боли утраты. Лихорадка пройдет, кожа заживет, но печаль останется в сердце навечно. Я видела мужчину, который, как и мой отец, потерял ребенка. Это невыносимо. Мне хотелось хоть немного облегчить его страдания. Я начинаю думать, что остальные неправы. Я способна помочь этим несчастным. На мой взгляд, оставить их страдать не менее жестоко, чем избавить от мук.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Lumos!
Я приехала сюда за знаниями, а теперь меня переполняет желание помочь. Сомнения терзают душу. Такое чувство, словно моя магия жаждет исцелять, а я не позволяю ей. Неужто надежды нет? Неужто угрызения совести будут терзать меня всю оставшуюся жизнь? Как смотреть этим людям в глаза и притом знать, что я могла бы облегчить их страдания? Сегодня снова видела мужчину, напомнившего мне отца. Он покинул лагерь. Разве плохо было бы помочь ему? По-моему, это позволило бы не только применить мое особое умение для блага дела, но и узнать много нового.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Revelio. Lumos. I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos.
То что, дьявольские силки? Это боятся.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look. Revelio.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Yes.
Там опросик появился в чатике, так что, да, обратите на это внимание.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. thank you again for any help you can provide.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Все в форме, и я.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. We Ravenclaws must stick together.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Его в этот чат у меня больше стрим тупо не появился, потому что я всем не
That's very kind
не
of you,
уведомлял
Amit.
всех.
Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my
Потому
old
что
one.
почему
I
должен
finally got
видеть
my
стрим
hands on the
через
new
канал,
Celestia
через Telegram?
Contemplar.
Ой,
You've heard of it,
Discord.
I assume? I mean, of course you have.
В Ютубе.
It's
всё.
only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing
Уведомления
implements.
ставь, все.
But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Revelio.
Stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a class.
Amit thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Gibberish to me.
Детская память на складе. Где этот склад?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
Грибочки.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh,
Repair
of course. It's just not as tidy as
Revelio.
I expected.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Incendio. Lumos.
Lumos! More cobwebs. You
Revelio.
don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school.
Look,
Neat.
there's a table! I think you should do the honors. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope. Don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has
Отгончик.
goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Как освободить тентакулу и спрятать ее в теле. Где эту тентакулу тогда буду? Угу. Тут же еще есть. Тентакула, тентакула, тентакула. Надо в Хогсмите, надо где-то купить. Давай искать будем. Потому что я не знаю, где эту тентакулу искать.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
What will I do without her?
Greetings. Please, take your time looking about. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
О, нам туда.
Revelio.
Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive. Such a wee bairn giving a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
Да-да, спасибо.
Revelio. Hello.
Oh, hello. Oof, sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise
О
purchase.
боже, как все четко получилось.
Your things will be safe with me till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Arresta momentum. Блин. Надо врагов найти. Где можно найти врагов? Конечно же, в лесу. Arresta momentum. Кто скажет, откуда был этот момент? Ну, точнее, ну, фильм понятно, в плане имеется в виду конкретный момент.
Allow me to put you out of your
There you go. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Protego. Assignment's all finished. Levioso. Repulsor. Incendio.
Arresta momentum. Сегодня как-то скучно, вчера повеселее было. Бекира нету. Нифига. Вот это да.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio.
Mrs. Snow.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done! Feel free to practice. Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Юх. Тыщ. Я спер раз.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Андрей, ты тут? Андрей. Окей. Короче, Андрей тебе модератор.
What a string of bad luck.
Будет банить
Well,
плохих мальчиков.
I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Revelio.
Лететь на метле надо будет. У меня тут нигде нету точек. Ой, полетим, полетим.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ай, ё-моё. У меня коктевран.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Потому что я потом, может, буду перепроходить на Слизерине.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Пуффендуй терпилы.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Да что за свиньи в чате? Блин. Инфернала. Ладно, это. Защиты больше. Ну все, мы съедим его.
Revelio. Accio.
А, блин. Бесит эти уже неизвестные предметы.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Вау! О, нифига. О, нифига, яйца питон. Вот самые стены.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Protego.
Так. Как мы это должны сделать?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ну, залазь, давай.
Revelio. I wonder what that does. Wingardium Leviosa. That didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Repulso. That did it. Wingardium Leviosa.
В смысле? Сюда. Да, блин.
Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Что так сложно?
Wingardium Leviosa.
А, стоп. Я понял.
Levioso.
Е. Спасибо. Привет, Михаил.
Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Да ё-моё. Окей. Ладно.
Dead end. Must be another way in. Accio.
Мут-ал-чат. Муть-а-чат. Нет, я не мутил чат. Чё?
That looks as if it might raise the gate. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Поверить не могу, что это приходится оформлять в письменном виде, но вы, остолопы, не желаете слушать. Чтобы открыть ворота, просто толкните их, не надо их взрывать. Если я приду и увижу, что их опять разнесли, я вас сам на куски порву. Так, почему Аллахамура? Окей.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Окей, там была какая-то лестница.
Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Что делать?
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Там было написано, что что-то просто толкните их. Я ничего не понял.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Там же все заклинания испробовал.
Levioso, Depulso.
Ладно. Стоп.
Depulso. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up.
Ладно.
I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Ну, ты можешь просто лохомора, мне
That
там
is the main
загадки решать
keeper.
надо.
My guess is that we'll find Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast.
Вы что, охренели?
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back to
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
I tell you, never understood yours. It's been ages since I've found it worth poking their crack rock.
Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Depulso. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
They come after me, they'll...
Totalis. Revelio. Totalis.
You having the knacker?
Incendio.
You're a bit dodgy.
Leviosa.
You had me there.
Glacius. Incendio. Confringo. Leviosa. Glacius.
Ha! As if you could elude.
Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Glacius. Revelio. Alohomora.
Андрей, что ты там творишь? Чё ты, оставишь Бекира в спиралях?
Revelio. Accio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Accio. Levioso. Confringo.
Обидно.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso! Look alive! Levioso!
Target. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
You like games, do ya?
Depulso. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Интересно, кто-нибудь когда-нибудь Бекира победит? Или он останется там навеки вечные? А нет, на месяц точно.
Revelio.
Астит, посмотри на за моим тайником. Если я вдруг исчезну, забирай все себе. Этот брехун лишил нас заслуженной добычи, так что я унес, сколько смог, и спрятал здесь. 20 клятых лет мы с ним, а он обращается с нами не лучше, чем с дурнями, которые здесь всего пару недель. Манфред. Кого-то здесь обманули. Нет, ну, блин, Андрей, за такое не... Андрей, убирай такое, за такое осуждаем, такое не говорим здесь. Андрей, быстренько, давай, кабанчиком, убирай. Давай, Андрей, давай, я жду. Давай, давай, давай. Быстренько, быстренько.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
Hurry.
Авада кедавра! Опа, нифига. Мы на кипогрифе, офигеть.
Faster, high wing. There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing!
It's incredible,
О,
isn't
если не
it?
ошибаюсь, здесь будет в будущем могила Дамблдора. Угу. На этом острове. Ну, да и молодец, да и убрал.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
А, вот что мне дали. Отдайте. Подожди. Во. У меня есть оно и оно. Давай сперва хочу на нем попробовать. Еще, кстати, что-то повыпадало. Все, теперь у меня нет драконьих очков.
Time for a jaunt, I'd say. No need to race now, my friend. Away!
О, да. Полетели туда.
There's only one common room that
Задание поставить отслеживать. О боже. Вырастите себе уже водоросли. Вот это. Задание выполним. И получим новое заклинание. Блин. Может, надо будет потом музыки добавить на стрим. Как-то грустненько.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones.
Плюй камень.
I hardly see what the fuss is about.
И страница.
Revelio.
И загадка. Опять про загадку. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ага. Так. Так. Все, теперь стало понятно. То есть у нас, значит, отсюда идет 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 8, 9. Получается, тут 2. Так, это у нас 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 плюс 4 это 6, значит, нам надо 3. 1, 2, нам надо... И вот это. Так, здесь нам надо 3. Нам тоже это надо... Да нет! Это. Так, в смысле? А как мне еще раз посмотреть эту загадку? Нам 3 надо. 1, 2, 3. И там надо 3. Потому что там 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 плюс 2 это 6. Что за фигня? 2, 3. 6 плюс 3. Так. Так. Свиная почта. Что там? Миссис Уизли. Как выдастся свободная минута, загляните, выручай комнату. Дик сказал, что хочет с вами кое-чем поделиться. Да. Так, по-моему, вам пора освоить отталкивающий с глаз. Чего? Отталкивающий с глаз. Блин, да. Когда покончите с моим заданием, приходите в теплицу. Профессор Чеснок. Профессор Фиг. Я так понимаю, у вас есть новость о гоблине, которую мы с вами обсуждали. Давайте встретимся в зале картографии, все поговорим и решим, что делать дальше. Профессор Фиг. Я узнала, что Харлоу запугивает одного волшебника. Возможно, этот человек поможет нам добыть улики против Харлоу. Давай поговорим с ним вместе. Буду ждать тебя у его дома, Натти. Встретимся у развалин замка Фавал, когда стемнеет. Никому ни слова, Натти. Здравствуйте, полагаю, вы готовы освоить арестаментум, замедляющий след после его применения. Человек при падении застывает в воздухе. Выполните... или предмет застывает в воздухе. Выполните несколько заданий, а затем зайдите ко мне. Блин, где найти еще раз эту карточку, что там была? Давай, Настя, и удачи тебе тоже в рейтинге.
Revelio.
Можно мне опять эту бумажечку? Блин. Это 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, не? Раз, два, три, четыре. Ну, блин, тут надо две одинаковых картинки, окей. Да в смысле? Ну разве что, если я не понял. Ну, 0, 1, и тут должно быть 3. Где? Где? Вот, инвентарь, может тут? Во. 1, 2. Ты это дракончик. 9. Это 0. Он 0 дает. С нуля, значит, начинаем. Все. Тогда понятно. Тут должна быть... Так, 2 плюс 3, 5. Нам надо 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. Ага. О, вот правильно было. Все. Здесь нам надо 3. Нам нужна гидра. Все. Да. Ура. Что тут такого интересного?
Revelio.
Окей, сейчас выбросим что-то. Ну, мы сейчас в выручай комнату сходим. Эти предметы открыть, потому что сказано, что вроде бы там.
Revelio.
Так. 13:0. Значит, надо 5. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 паук. Угу. Так, паук у нас 5. Крокодил. 9, 8, 7, 6. 6. Ну да, 6. 6 плюс 5 у нас это 11. Значит, надо 4. 4. Сова нужна. Все, по идее.
Revelio.
Опять же мало места, мало места, мало места. Да, вот это выкинем. Пять неизвестных. Это что такое? 6 плюс 5. 11. Значит, надо 6. Нужен крокодил в первом. 0. Это у нас 7. Значит, нужен единорог.
Revelio.
Сейчас опять места не хватит. Опять неизвестно. Да ё-моё. Надо идти в класс прорицания.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Опять места нет. Точно сейчас пойдем туда, потому что это капец. Да, блин, все, выходи из инвиза.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Нифига.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd
Бедные
be in
дети.
divination class.
Revelio.
Да блин! Ага. Азартные игры в создании, ну, короче, да, запрещены. В школе запрещены. Вы что творите? Что сейчас было?
Revelio.
I'll be unrivaled at the next course.
Hello again, Adelaide. Any word of your uncle?
Still nothing, I'm afraid. I'd be grateful for any help you could provide. As I mentioned, he'd planned to set up camp north of here.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
Мадива Анай, для меня, как для заместителя директора, большая честь по рекомендации профессора Блэка предложить вам должность преподавателя прорицания в школе чародейства и волшебства Хогвартс. Мы будем рады видеть вас в рядах нашего коллектива. Прошу вас как можно скорее уведомить нас о своем решении. Буду ждать вашего ответа. С наилучшими пожеланиями, профессор Матильда Уизли.
Revelio. I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Так что...
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Send on.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training?
О, Господи. Это, конечно...
Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Accio. Descendo.
Excellent. I think you have it.
Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Так, я что-то хотел сделать. Точно, я хотел попасть в этот... Ручей комнату. Ручей комнату.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Well, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Нифига.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Tobbs' cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Что мне делать с этим? Окей, я понял. Вот что значит. У меня же там животные. Где вы? Нету! Нет! 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 А не это хотел сделать.
Revelio. Revelio.
Лунтеленок. Лунтеленок, так где? Опять эта иконка внутри забагалась.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I question anyone who teaches defense against the dark arts. Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Off to the races, then.
Так, надо пойти телепорт открыть и заглянуть сюда. Так. О, еще сюда сходим.
Revelio.
Мгм.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Едим на халяву.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Only a hairy heart.
Так, я хотел карту. Почта. Карта. Сейчас я здесь. Мне надо сюда.
Does it get any more cozy than Revelio?
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Oh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I don't mind selling things for certain clients. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Я хочу такого.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Короче, я думаю, на этом стрим будем заканчивать. Сегодня вроде бы, ну, хотя 2 часа. Вот. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Да. Вот. Все, кто с нами хотя бы чуть-чуть посидел. Вот. Так что да. Всем пока.